tested team or the better rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Handoff in a single back formation. Powering through. Has the first down and more. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama. As they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Unbelievable way to start this playoff game for this offense. First touch of the football, you get a hat on a hat up front, and you can see the speed in that backfield for a big touchdown to get things started.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Defensive backs up with the line, showing press. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a first down. And boy, oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution. Boy, they are putting it on display once again today.
Close to the tight end. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And the Trojans will have 1st and 10 here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Burgess. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Trojans are in the red zone now. 2 nd and 1. 2nd 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 and 1. 2 Here comes a throw from the red zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself, but he just takes off and flashes the speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here comes a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Breaks loose at the 45. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Tide.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The back's got it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Picks up the force, looking for more. Breaks clear over the right side. And they chase him down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, look back to those Ncaa offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Breaks free. They bring him down right at the 20. Second down. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And now the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And that sets up a return. What a stiff arm. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. From the shotgun, handoff inside. First down and more. He's still running. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. First down here for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Gets made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
3 receivers in a bunch formation as they come up on 2nd and inches. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the wide out. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
Man, I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. It'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Design quarterback run. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Trojans.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, and he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Looking to pass, it's Humphreys. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it with room to run. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. He's got the 1st and still going. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Bama.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Defense swarms them on that 1st down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. To the air, it's Humphreys. It's an out route. The catch made. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker.
Well, that's tough for this defense. You give up the catch, but you also let the receiver break a tackle and get some yards afterward.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Now someone moved this a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important 3rd down play coming up. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Third down play for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down the rear of the catch. A big gainer.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Trying to flex the ground game here. That takes the handoff.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And they're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. They bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a 1st down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Second down and goal. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on 3rd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Touchdown, Alabama. This offense is still clicking.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes it 35-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
35, USC 14.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the left side. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
And the wideout goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And he'll leave the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Humphreys. A quick throw to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Breaking tackles and going. Touchdown, tied. There was no catching him that time.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime, and doesn't it feel like this thing's already over? Just a first-half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Alabama 42, USC 17.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. That's a risky throw on first down. Lucky to avoid the interception there.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
A tough situation for the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him for a small gain. Needed a lot more on third and long. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. And the Trojans will have to kick it away. Kick is away high, headed toward the sideline. And the punt heads out of bounds. They will spot this about the 35. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? To throw, it's Humphreys. Running out of time in the pocket. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the USC offense is back out on the field. It's a steep mountain to climb here in the second half. They need to get going, cut into this deficit right here. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Doe. It's a fumble. Falls on it himself to avoid disaster.
Wow, the defense makes a huge play. They were able to poke the ball away from the receiver, but the offense was quicker to get to the ball, so they retained possession.
Heads up move by the head coach. Using that challenge, officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. Here's the second down play. Hand off to the single back. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Here we go.
Movement here from the tight end. On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to throw. It's Humphries. So a field goal attempt coming up now. The attempt from 47 yards. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wide out. Catch is made down the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
And the Trojans have first and 10 here. From the shotgun, drops back, looks left, and finds his target there. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Second down play coming up. Looking to throw again. Deep shot toward the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Fires it to the wideout. He's picked for a third time tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. He's going to hand this off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Humphries. The pocket breaking down. The short hands, it's Harris. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, this is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit. as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Shotgun formation here on third down. Quick dart to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
He's running out of time here. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Brought down at the 31-yard line. Third down coming up.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter.
Let's go. Ready, set. Got it.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. These playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship on the line. That has not been the case here so far. And as we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. To throw, it's Humphreys. Receiver makes the catch. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Brings up third down.
Third and short here in this playoff game. The 8th play of the drive. He keeps it on a design run. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a quick grab. What a catch and run by the junior. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out. And now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Looking to the end zone. He's got it in the open. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow.
He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
That's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
And your Alabama 1st and 10 will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. Oh, it's a double pass. Bringing pressure. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Second and long now at the 17. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's hauled in. What a catch. He's in the clear. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more.
That makes the score Alabama.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry up.
But there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big game.
Now here he goes. Out past the 30. The 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
I love the fact they didn't give up today. This has not been a great game for them, but the fact that they're still fighting late says a lot about the character of this football team.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
That makes the score Alabama.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Alabama Crimson Tide will take over 1st and 10.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Grinding away on the ground. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks into the clear. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bama. Way too much speed on that play.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Any hopes of staying alive in the playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. That completion makes it 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. Tries the right with a quick throw. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
Great quarterbacks have answers no matter what the defense is in. This time, the quarterback and the receiver knew that they were going to be able to connect on that corner route before the ball was snapped. The throw was so quick, the defense didn't have much time to adjust.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And the PAT is good.
62, USC 38.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.